Today's event was the importance of leadership, and Graham gave a really powerful presentation on the qualities that a good, effective, ambitious, visionary leader needs to make changes in his or her organisation.
So really what we do within our business, and it actually took us around about 5 years to get to this statement, which is deliver measurable behavioural growth in process and people in order to improve business performance. That's what we do. Talent is the centre of the model. Everything comes from the talent that you're able to recruit, you're able to nurture, and you're able to develop within your own businesses. Within our talent, we can look and say, well, yes, we can look at and we can assess and measure things like leadership, execution, experience, and performance. So for me, talent epitomises everything that we're about, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
The key takeaway for me was the journey that Graham's been on. Graham was saying about the lack of discipline and partnerships. We need to measure your data so you know where you've come from, you know where you are now.
The biggest issue they say about talent at the moment is engagement, or lack of. Biggest issue. People disengaged, people depressed, people not achieving their personal goals. We have to be changing the environments in our companies as well as the behaviours, because every behaviour comes from a stimulus within the company. Putting people on a training programme is actually 10% of that people development process. 70% is doing it. We seem to find, oh, we'll stick somebody on a programme and it'll change them. Very rarely does that actually happen. Changing behaviours can take a year, 2 years, especially when you want to create a habit out of that behaviour.
You need ambition and vision and trust, particularly to be able to lead an organisation and to want to make changes for the good. And he also talked an awful lot about listening, which is also an absolutely critical attribute of a good leader.
If you can't listen to feedback from others, then it's pointless working with you, right? You have to be able to listen to feedback from others. You need courage, to act upon it. And finally, you need the discipline to follow through on any behavioural change that's required. You don't become a leader by not facing up to challenge. You don't become a great business owner by doing that either, do you? You have to face your challenges. Some of them you have to battle through, some of them you have to find your way around.
We find it absolutely critical to have an organisation like this. The Entrepreneurs Forum, of its nature, is made up of successful business people. The more we can take advantage of what the Entrepreneurs Forum has got to offer across the region, the better we will perform.
Whenever companies are going through big change, when there's big challenges facing people, they just want to bounce it off somebody. 9 times out of 10 they'll know what they need to do, but they just want almost that reassurance to do it. So I think in terms of mentoring, it's huge. So in terms of an age to learn, age doesn't matter. I think the key thing is what's going on up here. It's not about age, it's just, have you got the aspiration and the motivation to do it?